Hey everyone, just wanted to put a little video together today just to talk about some ETFs. So the more as time goes on, the more I'm doing the research into certain stocks and holdings that I should invest in for a dividend portfolio, which I should have fired up within the next couple of months. And doing more and more research into it, I'm noticing that obviously some of the companies a few weeks ago, months ago, that I was interested in investing in are have one sort of shown that they haven't actually had any growth over a long period of time, and two, a lot of people just seem to be selling and not really investing more into those companies. So the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, well, wait a second, why don't people just invest in ETFs? So rather than focus on buying one stock, hoping it gets some growth in the stock price and it maintains a dividend for one single company, why not just play it safe and invest in a few ETFs? So I've got a few ETFs here that I am looking into, and I did a video on this a little while back. It was QYLD, just there, which again is about $19 a share. But they pay out like, I think it was 12 cents a share or 18 cents a share. So, I mean, it's not a bad... to me, it doesn't seem like a bad one whatsoever. Dividends. God, it's been a bit slow today. So if we look down here, it pays 18 cents a share, and that's an 11.8% dividend yield, and it has had dividend growth for the past 3 years. So that's definitely one that at the moment is jumping out to me quite a lot. The other one is JEPI. Again, I did a video on this. It was one that I'm definitely interested in looking into. I mean, it's $57 a share. It looks like a decent price at the moment, looking back over the last year. The holdings are widespread. Some of the holdings of some of these ETFs that I've seen have been about 50% into tech, whereas this seems like a really well spread, well diverse holdings breakdown. And they have a really good dividend yield, like 10.7%, so just under $5 a year. 52 cents was their recent payout. Now, I did do a video on this one again a while back, and it does look like the dividend fluctuates a little bit, but 52 at the moment seems to be one of the highest ones they've had. But that's had a dividend growth of 1 year. RYLD, this was one I watched a few videos of actually, and I thought, you know what, this looks like a really good one. It's only just under 21.50. Again, dropped in price over the last year, so is now the time to buy as soon as I get this fired up. Should I be investing into RYLD? Again, pretty well spread. None of this 50% in tech or whatever. And the dividend yield on RYLD, 11.8%. 2 years of dividend growth, annual payout of just under $3 with 21 cents a month. Now, the more I look into these, the more I'm like, well, wait a second, why shouldn't I just be investing all my money into ETFs and just forget about these single companies? Is it safer? Is this what other people are doing? Like, if so, leave a comment while you're at it. Like the video, subscribe. Are there people out there? In fact, one chap commented on there saying he primarily invested, I think it was into JEPI and SPHD. So I added SPHD onto here just to have a little look. And again, really good holdings breakdown. It has been paying out. Well, this is actually pretty low. It's just under 4% with an annual payout of 160. No dividend growth. So, yeah, quite crazy seeing zero after the last two. With 14 cents a month. But then again, 14 cents a month at 46. You could get 18 cents a month for QYLD at effectively half the price, under half the price. And then SPYD was another one that I picked up recently, just having a little look at. And it follows the S&P 500 with the high dividend. We'll see about that. With the holdings, this is the only one I think that's actually increased over the last year. So holdings are really good. Again, these are low. These seem to have low percentages of tech in, which is quite interesting. Let's have a look at the dividends. 5.9%. So $1.57 return per share per year. And it has a 65 cents. Oh, this is a quarterly dividend one. So obviously the challenge for me is to try and hit $100 passive income immediately, like as quickly as I can. So I thought maybe the best way to do that would just be to focus on monthly dividend stocks. But this is the only one I think I have on here that's a quarterly paying stock. So yeah, watch the video, see what you think. Are there any ETFs on there that you swear by, that you've been investing heavily into? What do you think about just investing into ETF stocks rather than individual companies? Do you think it's a good route to go? Obviously, nobody wants to lose money, and I'd rather not have like dividend cuts here and there and everywhere. I'd rather just invest solidly with good returns. So yeah, please like and subscribe the video and leave a comment in the comment section. Your advice really helps me. Again, I'm not an expert at this, so yeah.